Stepped on the scene, dripped in saline. Whole crew shining, call me Mr. Clean. Came in from the back, walked right to the front. Dancing to the music, smoking on the. Got the women smiling, punk grilling me, looking all dusty. Black Force energy, I don't even drink, but the team pop bottles. Not here for the beef, but the Glock holds hollows. Think I'm cocky, but I think I'm worse. In this flexing like a Mr. Universe.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is Tyson Fury and Usyk take shots at each other through the media. Now, there were a lot, but we can only we only want to show so many because of time. But let's dive right in. All right, so here's what. Oh, actually, let me go like this. Yeah. Okay. All right, so we're here. Here's what Usyk had to say about Tyson Fury fighting Francis Ngannou.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about Usyk, but Usyk makes me laugh. Like, even if he doesn't try, like, he just like he's who says see him. Like, I don't even need to see what he's saying. He just.
All right, and so here's I know one's Chris Algieri, and I think the other is Dan, I don't know, like Ken Bibio or something. But they're speaking about Tyson Fury how he should be stripped for fighting Francis Ngannou.
You know it's on mute.
You said it's on mute?
Yeah.
No, I can hear it. You can see it, but you can't hear it?
Yeah.
You can hear it.
Oh, man, come on. You still can't hear it?
Mm-mm.
You hear it.
Oh, man, so I got to do it the long way. All right. Well, all right. So here's what they had to say about Tyson Fury needing to be stripped.
This is stupid, and they should strip Tyson Fury immediately, which we saw Usyk's promoter ask for that. There are other fighters who want to fight for it. Usyk wants to be undisputed. We all want an undisputed heavyweight champion. It's massively important for boxing and on a whole.
This is on Fury making these front-facing Instagram videos day after day, calling guys out, fumbling a negotiation with Usyk when that's the clear fight. I'm fine with the exhibition. You want to go fight under a circus tent, Fury? Great. Do it after Usyk. And if you're not going to do it against Usyk, then vacate the title, because it's now, we're going on 3 years since Tyson Fury has fought Deontay Wilder. And who has he fought since Deontay Wilder? Dillian White. Yes, it was his mandatory, but Dillian White is not a threat. Derek Chisora, that was a glorified sparring match. Ngannou versus Fury might be more competitive than the Chisora versus Fury fight.
I hate it.
So that's what they said, and you heard they brought up the fact that Usyk's team said Fury should be stripped if he's going to fight Francis Ngannou, and they agreed with what he had to say. Here's what Anthony Joshua had to say about Tyson Fury not taking a fight with Usyk.
I'll leave it to people's opinion, but if that was me, what would people say? Exactly. So I'm going to start holding people accountable the same way they hold me. Yes, Usyk didn't duck and Fury did duck. I'll leave it to.
So Anthony Joshua's assessment of the situation is Fury ducked, Usyk didn't. So here's what Tyson Fury had to say about all this. All right, let's listen.
Hey guys, a little bit of clarification. There's a lot of unknown, irrelevant people talking about how I should be stripped of my belt. Ha ha! Don't hate the player, hate the game. I don't have a mandatory. When I do have a mandatory, it'll be dealt with, just like every other mandatory I've ever had. Until then, keep on hating, motherfuckers, and enjoy little tiny bit of money that you guys are making while the big G's in the house. Hey guys, a little bit.
So that's what Tyson Fury had to say. So I'm turning over to you, Dog Bill, man. What's your reaction to all this?
Man, listen. He knows what it is. Tyson Fury knows what it is. That's why he commented where he commented. He knows what it is. And he's hearing it. If you didn't care, you wouldn't even respond. If you didn't care, you wouldn't even respond. You care because you know what it is, and these whispers are becoming very loud. You know what I'm saying? Forget mandatory. What's more mandatory than fight undisputed? To me, that should be mandatory. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? That's mandatory. Undisputed is mandatory. Especially if you're in this to be great. You know, look, we already know Chris Algieri watches Boxing Bros. He said what I said verbatim. You know what I'm saying? This is not fair. This is not fair to boxing. It's not fair to the boxers. Listen, if he wants to fight on God, that's fine. But like Dude said, do that some other time. Right now, we was all focusing on undisputed. If this was any other heavyweight, I'm even talking about for the people that dislike Wilder, to the people that dislike Usyk, to the people that dislike AJ. It was all these guys ever did some crap like this. These people will go crazy in the comment section, calling them all types of names, all types of. They're not trying to hear it's for the money. No, they're not trying to hear none of that. So I want y'all to hold Tyson Fury to the same fire that y'all hold everybody else under. You know, because it's sad. It's a bad look, especially when we were all psyched for undisputed. It was there. Everything was already set up. Everybody did what they had to do. Even did things they didn't have to do. I just think it's just whack. It's just weird, and I don't ever see Tyson Fury stepping in the ring with Usyk. I don't think it will ever happen. We should be having a conversation. If Tyson Fury doesn't step in the ring with Usyk, does it hurt his legacy? That should be the question we should be having. That's how.
Maybe that will be the question we have, Dollar Bill. That's a fair and very good question. G.
I mean, at this point, man, I blame us, like the Boston Bros, the box community, the media. I blame everybody because we're entertaining Tyson Fury's foolishness, right? I think, yeah, like he should be stripped. But however, if Tyson Fury is saying, hey, you know, I'm fulfilling all the requirements of the WBC. You know, this isn't a mandatory, so I'm free to do what I want. Technically, we can't hold that against him, you know. But if you know that everybody wants to see you against Usyk, but for some odd reason it's not happening, you know, but we keep mentioning his name, we're giving him his relevance. So to me, I kind of feel like people should just stop talking. In a form of protest, we should stop talking about Tyson Fury. Stop sharing, you know, anything that Tyson Fury is trying to promote. We don't support this Francis Ngannou fight. We don't pay for that pay-per-view. You know, like to show Tyson Fury, like, hey, if you don't want undisputed, we don't want you as a champion. You know, to force him to take this fight, because other than that, it's like if I was Tyson Fury and I don't want to fight Usyk, or if I know I could fight Usyk 2 years down the line and y'all would still support me, I'm gonna do just that. You know, like so it's. You know, supply and demand, you know, we just have to put our foot down and finally be like, nah, we're not supporting this foolishness anymore, man. Like, no more ducking. But until then, you know, Tyson, you know, he's going to continue to do what he's doing, you know, and shame on Mauricio Suleiman for even, you know, being associated with this. You know, if I was Mauricio, I'll call Tyson like, yo, listen, man, I know you ain't breaking no rules, but bro, we helped you out on this, that, and the third. You know, we're expecting you to be a great ambassador, you know, of our belt, you know. And go ahead, Trill.
No, I just got a question to you because you brought up something that was really interesting to me, and I was like, "Damn, G made a point." Yo, G, do you think that the WBC is gonna get a piece of this Ngannou money?
If I was them, I would. If I was them, I'd be like, yo, you
Yeah,
want to
so
hold
you
out?
think that's maybe why they letting this circus go on because they probably figure they gonna get a little bit of chuck and change too.
Exactly, and that's the corruption of boxing. You know what I mean? That's why they're not gonna strip them. So everybody got their hands in somebody else's pockets, and Tyson Fury understands this, man. Him and his mob ties and everything. You know what I'm saying? So to them, it's just all a business, man. It's just I don't like none of this stuff, and so it's gonna require us as the boxing fans to finally just say enough is enough. We're no longer supporting you, Tyson Fury. You may have the belt, but you're gonna be known as the champ without a base. You know what I'm saying? Like you're no longer gonna be supported by anybody in the UK, in the US, wherever in the world. Nobody should support a Tyson Fury bout, any of his future endeavors until he gets in the ring, or at the very least until he signs that contract with Alexander Usyk.
All right, so a few things. One, I want to start here, and I'll loop it back in. I remember watching Creed 3 with my uncle, my aunt, and my cousins. And because they came over to my house, and it had just been released on like where you can watch it from Prime or whatever. And we were watching the plot. And spoiler alert, if you haven't watched the fight, if you haven't watched the movie, spoiler alert. But Jonathan Major's character was about to get a title shot in his first professional fight. And they said to me, this can't really happen in real life. And I said to them, the way the sport is going, it wouldn't shock me if this happened one day, right? So let's fast forward to the circus that is now Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou. Now, the WBC belt isn't on the line, but trust me, I don't think it's because Mauricio Sulaiman doesn't want it to be on the line. I think it's because there was no way he could justify sanctioning Francis Ngannou versus Tyson Fury in Francis Ngannou's first professional boxing match. If he could have done it, he would have done it. And I think the only way they could even get this through athletic commissions and everyone is to say it's an exhibition. Because if they would have tried to make this an official fight the way Floyd Mayweather's fight with Conor McGregor was, nobody would have sanctioned that. No athletic commission. Athletic commissions would have been like, look, we don't want to touch that. We don't want to touch that. So when you say the WBC, they're not getting paid sanctioning fees for this fight, but I do believe they're going to get a cut. They're going to get a cut of, please don't make me have a mandatory money. Don't make me fight a mandatory money. They're going to get a donation. What was it my man King Kong Consciousness said? My man Dr. Umar, donations.
Send your cash app. Send your cash app.
Exactly. They may get a cash app from Tyson Fury, a donation, a voluntary donation or something like that from this fight. But what's crazy is this is the type of stuff that happens in movie plots. That's how crazy this is. This will probably be a movie one day, especially if Ngannou wins, which this is insane. And let's get back to this point. Floyd Mayweather did fight Conor McGregor. It's his last fight of his career. This man had already had a legendary career. Was old.
Second to last.
Huh?
Second to last. Everybody forgets about the Berto fight.
Wasn't that fight after Berto though?
Nah. I think he did McGregor, then he did Berto.
Oh, I thought it was after Berto. What?
Yeah. Berto was his last fight, right?
Yeah, Berto was his last
Yeah,
fight.
it was his last fight. Yeah.
Either way, the point is he is toward the end of his career. You know, he wasn't fighting, he wasn't holding belts hostage, he wasn't preventing undisputed from happening. It was everyone knew he was basically on his farewell tour.
Yeah, he dropped
Berto-
the belts
Berto-
after the Manny Pacquiao joint. After the
Yeah.
Manny Pacquiao fight, he dropped the belts. You know what
Exactly. Berto was a part of Floyd's farewell tour. Berto wasn't. Come on, you know what I mean? It was all like, let's go see Floyd one last time. So this is actually the current champion. That's what makes this fight unique. This isn't like KSI fighting Logan Paul. This isn't Jake Paul fighting these Tyron Woodley, Ben Askren. This isn't that. This is actually the man, the WBC champion, the guy who many people believe is the best heavyweight boxer in the world, fighting the guy who many people believe is the best mixed martial arts heavyweight champion in the world. This is actually that. This is unique in that way. So when you say don't support this fight, I believe MMA fans everywhere are going to support this fight, because the MMA fans, they need a dub. They want a dub. They're sick of seeing Jake Paul beat up their fighters, and Jake Paul is going to be in there with another fighter, Nate Diaz. They want to see what they're going to label this as, who's the baddest man on the planet, the baddest in mixed martial arts versus the baddest in boxing. And I don't follow mixed martial arts, so I don't know. But gee, is Francis Ngannou undefeated? You know,
I stopped watching a while back.
and if he's undefeated, that's only going to add to it. Undefeated versus undefeated. You know, although it is MMA, so I don't know if he's undefeated. He could have lost, but the point is he's viewed as the best. So that's what makes this fight unique. So as much as we want to say boycott this fight, as much as we say don't support this fight, they're going to be diehard Fury fans who don't think Fury did anything wrong. I seen one guy in our comment section trying to justify Fury not fighting Usyk and saying something crazy. I'm like, whatever. I saw one dude doing that. And they're going to be the MMA fans who want to see Ngannou beat a boxer. And not just any boxer, the best boxer. Because think about this. If Ngannou beats Tyson Fury, it automatically shifts the narrative that boxers are better than MMA fighters. They're going to say, our best heavyweight beat your best heavyweight. So we have the baddest fighters on the planet. And that's really important for the UFC. That's really what this is about. Boxing has been taking advantage of the UFC for a long time, because in UFC they have multiple disciplines. There's striking, there's wrestling, there's Muay Thai, there's all types of things, right? So they genuinely believe that one of their fighters can go into an actual discipline and be competitive with, like, say, an actual boxer, where actual boxers know their striking is nowhere near where it needs to be competitive. So they're going to buy it because they're going to be delusional. Tyson Fury fans are going to buy it because they support him. So I'm saying that to say, don't blame the boxing bros for this fight taking place. Don't blame the boxing bros for discussing it, because what else are we supposed to do? Act like it doesn't exist? It's going to exist. People are going to watch it. I'm going to watch it. I'm not going to lie to you and act like I'm not going to watch it. But the reality is I'm disappointed in Tyson Fury because it's not what I wanted to see. And I think it is a duck. And I called it out from day one that it was a duck. So I'm not, and I think that's what most people are. It's a duck. Fury's putting on a circus show. It is a one-of-a-kind matchup. So I'm going to watch it. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm still going to be like, big deal, fight Usyk.
Yeah, I love the MMA guys. You're right, though. They're going to come out because they want to win. Those be the guys that be in my comment section like, you're looking good, Trail, man. You can take on Canelo, the winner of Canelo Charlo. You know what I'm saying? Nah, let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. We are the Boxing Bros. It's gonna be horrible.